They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mitchell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Broncos offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual.
Touchdown, Illini! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep. You hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense happy.
Oh, he's got some space. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Grabbed behind the line. It's Leary. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he does a really good job in this second down play of being very decisive, getting north south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that mobile.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Hauls it in. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Arkin.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosion.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Lowry. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed over the middle. It's Arkin. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Broncos want to move quickly.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. To throw, it's Lowry. The sure hands, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Turning it on! They'll immediately call timeout.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He unleashes a long one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 27 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run. And because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Still looking on the move. Plucks it out of the air. And he's wrestled to the ground.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined here. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. And that one did not work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking for the goal line. They found a way to get him the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The Fighting Illini pinned deep in their own territory, trying to couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. He's in open space downfield.
The receiver is tackled down at the 29. And Western Michigan offense.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dan.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to take off.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's Buckley. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man, it's Lowry. There's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Second down, they'll go through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like a...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they could put points on the board.
That will put the wrap on things. Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Toledo's offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Western Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On the ground, it's Buckley. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes runs through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got a man. It's Christian. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's Christian. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Gleason. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy. The defender just simply got beat.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Turning it on! Pass the sticks, and he may get more. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Inside the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He breaks a tackle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
On the play.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to run it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rockets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the 1st half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Takes the handoff. It's Christian. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rockets are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Rockets are marching down the field. He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you're you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ruckus.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to BYU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Broncos line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big time. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Toledo. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick 6, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The give out of the gun. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Timeout, Toledo.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Leary. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Power football with the run. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, an inter-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Western Michigan Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. UMass will kick off and will be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there.
Number 37 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Jordan. That's caught, it's Harding.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Just drives in between the uprights. The Minutemen with points on the board, a field goal on the opening drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Western Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's dragged down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He's got an open man. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds a little space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Broncos are on the move. To the air. It's Lowry. Makes the grab. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Jordan. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Number 17.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Jordan. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Harding. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, 25. He's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Line gets set, 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think we saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback moving. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Breaks into the open. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Lowry. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Harding. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Dropping back, it's Lowry. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. UMass will line up to punt it away.
Number 98 on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. To the ground with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Jordan. Heaves it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he makes the extra point. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's...
Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. The Cardinals will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Broncos offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Lowry. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Buckley. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Ball State's offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it, his eyes...
Turning it on! A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Floats it out in space. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Ashley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but he could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Now, and you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Got it looking for a first. At the 35, he's open. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Lowry. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the 2nd quarter. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. What are you happy about right now if you're this team? I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Makes the grab. It's Buckley. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass.
Looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Broncos. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ashley. Picks up the first down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Here's a heat. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo.
And the Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking to throw on third. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Buckley. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. The inside handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the ground game. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Get it out on the screen. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Webster. Touchdown, Ball State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there.
Breaks into the open. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Buys a little time with his feet. Turning it on. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more complete.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go.
Fires to the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. It's good. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They jump on top here in OT.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now, they don't have to go for 2 here, but it looks Looks as if they're going to try it anyway. Makes the grab on the left. He got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The throw with the catch. It's Robinson. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. One more stop by this defense wins it. Fourth and long in overtime. Drop the football